Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all doing well. I have a video today that is quite different from what I normally do, but also I'm really excited about it because I just want to discuss the things that I'm going to discuss, and that is fall fashion trends. So in the past few weeks, I just got back from Disney like a week ago, and I haven't ordered anything like clothing or makeup or anything like that because I just haven't, and my next BoxyCharm doesn't come until probably like another week or so. I've got a FabFitFun coming up. Who really knows what else I'm gonna get in the mail, but in any case, I didn't get anything in the mail this past week, so I wanted to do a video that I don't normally do, but also one that I've been meaning to do or something similar, and that is discussing this upcoming fall's fashion trends. So for anyone who doesn't know or is new to this channel, I actually have a blog. It's called Unbreakable Bliss, and I, write blog posts and show off different makeup that I love or clothing that I like and stuff like that. But also I write news-based articles or editorial pieces. So this kind of falls into that category. I'm also, for those that don't know, I'm also a digital producer at a news station as my day job. So I'm kind of just, journalism is kind of my life sort of thing. So in any case, I really just wanted to share a little bit of fashion journalism and really just personal opinion on some of the fashion trends that a lot of different fashion editors are saying are going to be really popular this upcoming fall, because there are some that I actually really like and then some that I'm kind of about. But in any case, I feel like this upcoming season of fashion trends are different than a lot of previous seasons because with COVID still being a thing, it's kind of just everything's really up in the air. And personally, I think that this past year and being in quarantine really changed fashion. I see a lot more people expressing themselves through their clothing and their fashion choices, whereas before they probably would have just chose a pair of jeans and t-shirt sort of thing. And I love that. I love seeing people express themselves through their clothing and stuff like that. I know me personally, my own personal style has changed throughout the past 18 months. So it's really great to see people evolving through their fashion and clothing choices and, their style evolving. And I hope that, this continues. I definitely think one of the big contributors to people going outside their comfort zones with clothing and their style is TikTok. I see a lot of TikTok videos of, people just showing off tons of great outfits and clothing pieces, and it's really interesting and fun to watch those videos. I love seeing people's different personal style, and it's really inspiring too. So I wanted to go over a handful of fashion trends today that I've actually, some of them I've seen firsthand, and some of them I'm excited to see this upcoming season. So without further ado, let's start talking. Now I've got all my notes right here on my computer too. Normally when I do videos, I'll have maybe a bit of an outline, but I don't really have a lot of notes because it's just kind of off the cuff, which this is too in a sense, but also I wanted to really just, gather my thoughts because I'll be doing a lot of talking in this video, and normally it's a lot of showing. But in any case, first fashion trend, not really a particular piece, but the fact that 90s fashion is coming back overall, which this is something that I feel like we've seen in the past handful of months to a year, maybe a little over a year, but it's really just growing in popularity. Before this season, we've seen, maybe a 90s piece here and there in different outfits, but it seems as though 90s outfits as a whole or 90s style as a whole is coming back. I see tons of grungy outfits, which we know for any of us that were born in the 90s or grew up in the 90s, grunge was a huge thing in the 90s. I feel like I'm seeing a lot of that come back, the oversized plaid shackets or shirt jackets and the flannels, the baggier jeans, the sneakers, even some of the smaller purses. I think they're called baguettes, which is funny because I just think of the bread. But anyway, the smaller purses, not so much crossbodies anymore. It's just really interesting seeing these styles come back, and I see it all the time on TikTok and Instagram, and it's funny because a lot of the people that I see wearing these pieces or bringing these pieces back are Gen Z or the younger audience or younger demographic, which probably weren't necessarily born in the 90s, or if they were born at like the later end of the 90s, so didn't really grow up wearing this type of stuff. Now me personally, I was still very young in the 90s, but looking back at photos of me when I was a kid, I definitely wore like, you know, the jumpsuits or the overalls. Like I still wore that 90s fashion, which overalls I see all the time nowadays. I see a lot of people wearing them and they're super cute too. Another thing which makes me laugh is that like the 90s fashion, I see like actual like legitimacy or like authenticity, or not authenticity, I can't think of the word, like actual comparisons to 90s fashion, like I said, the grunge and the overall stuff like that. But I see a lot of TikTok videos saying like what I would wear for school photos if I was taking a school photo in the early 2000s, or my favorite early 2000s outfits, stuff like that. And that stuff makes me laugh because the people who are well, I can't say all, but a lot of the people who are posting outfits like that clearly weren't, you know, born or of age to understand what early 2000s fashion really was, because they're all wearing like the little cropped cardigans that tie, or like the baby t-shirts and like plaid skirts and stuff like that. And yes, you can see that kind of fashion in Mean Girls or Clueless or something like that, but it wasn't really like that. I mean, I don't know about anybody else, but I look at like my 5th grade school photos and I was wearing like gaucho pants or cargo pants and like Fat Farm shoes and those popcorn t-shirts that, like, you know, started really tiny and like expanded as you put them on. Like that was the kind of fashion that I grew up knowing in the early 2000s. So seeing those videos of like these actual cute early 2000s outfits really makes me laugh. So the revival of 90s fashion actually leads me into the next fashion trend, and that is loose-fitting jeans or loose-fitting denim. So ironically enough, back when, you know, loose-fitting denim or like different styles of denims first became popular, I was very against it. I was like holding on to my skinny jeans for dear life, and I was like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to go back to the flare or boot cut jeans. I don't want no parts. But throughout the past year, I will admit that I've actually gone outside my comfort zone and I bought a handful of different jeans or denim that actually are different styles. So I've gotten some mom jeans, I've gotten some boyfriend jeans, I've gotten some wide leg jeans. I've actually gotten quite a few pairs of jeans that aren't skinny jeans. Now that's not to say that I'll never go back to my skinny jeans, because I feel like they've always just been so easy to style for like a nice business casual look, or to wear for work, or, you know, just to put a t-shirt on or a sweater with it. It's always been very easy to style. But these other pieces, like the wide leg jeans and the mom jeans, I absolutely love them because they're just, I don't know, sometimes skinny jeans can be boring, and these really just make your outfit look so much better. And I think they're so great. And it's funny because I see so many people my age like very resistant to trying out these new jeans, or like they just want the skinny jeans. And like that's okay too. Everybody's got their own personal style, but it makes me laugh because I can't help but wonder, back when we stopped wearing boot cut and flare jeans and moved over to skinny jeans, were people in like their 20s and 30s then like very resistant of skinny jeans? I can't help but like wonder, and I laugh. But in any case, like it's cool to see these different kinds of jeans coming back, like the boot cut and the flare and the wide leg jeans. I actually posted quite a few videos and pictures on like my TikTok, my Instagram, of how to style different types of jeans. I know I did a TikTok and Instagram Reels video of how to style wide leg jeans, and I think some of the outfits are so cute and they're so fun. They're definitely different, which I actually really like. So next trend is a color trend. So back when quarantine and, you know, lockdown first started, I remember tie-dye being like everywhere. Like you couldn't go on any retailer's website and not find tie-dye. People were tie-dyeing their own pieces. They were bleach dyeing their own pieces, which I still think is really cool, and I still see a lot of people do that, but it definitely isn't as popular as it was back in spring 2020. Like tie-dye was just everywhere. Now, I can't help but wonder, did quarantine and the lockdown contribute to tie-dye being popular because we were all opting for loungewear, or was tie-dye going to be a trend either way? I don't really know. But in any case, the color kind of trend has evolved, and now the big color trends for fall are colors that I've actually seen becoming increasingly popular over the past few months or few seasons, and that is the colors of lavender and sage green. I absolutely love these two colors because they're just really pretty colors overall. No, like, even for things other than fashion and clothing, I think they're great for like home and garden and just all kinds of stuff. I think they're really beautiful colors. And if you are the type of person, which I admittedly am, that tends to stick to neutrals, but you want to go outside your comfort zone a little and get some colorful pieces, lavender and sage green are excellent choices. Not together, of course, unless I'm sure you could figure something out, make it look cute, but I'm not talking about together. I'm talking about like separate pieces. Lavender and sage green are definitely colors that I think you could make look really cute without being like an eyesore. They're cute for like different accent pieces. Like, I know I got a pair of sage green pants from Nasty Gal recently, and I absolutely love them. They're just like a pair of trouser pants. I actually got them for like $7, I think, and they were so cute, so comfy. Love the color of them. So you could do it like that and wear like, you know, a neutral top, or you could do a whole monochrome look with those colors and you wouldn't stick out like a sore thumb, or you wouldn't, you know, be an eyesore, which I love the whole monochrome, like bright color sort of thing, but I know like sometimes like the bright colors can just be a little too much for some people, which I typically am not like I want to look like the sun when I'm walking out the door kind of person, but I do really like the monochrome sage green and monochrome lavender because it's definitely a very like toned down but still vibrant colors that will look really good. So this next trend is one that I haven't personally particularly tried out, but I see it everywhere. I see it on Instagram, on TikTok, on Pinterest, literally everywhere. And that trend is vests. So I know that vests can, you know, mean a wide array of things. Like there's sweater vests, there's puffer vests, there's like the Sherpa vest, there's suit jacket vests, there's all kinds of vests out there. I know, like when I say vest, the first thing that comes to mind for me is like the tiny little like tuxedo vests that were popular like in Avril Lavigne era, which I mean, they'll never not be an Avril Lavigne era, but back when she was like really big, like skater boy era, I feel like that's when, like that's the kind of vest that I think of. But the vest that seems to be the most popular lately are sweater vests. And I say that because I see so many outfits all over the place that utilize sweater vests. And I know that most of us think of sweater vests and we think of, you know, our dads going to play golf or heading to the country club or something like that. But it doesn't have to be like that. And I've seen so many outfits that are so cute. And it's funny because a lot of the outfits that I've seen are from, you know, bloggers or influencers or people that I know head to the thrift store. And I myself thrift quite often for my Poshmark shop. So I know that there's tons of sweater vest options at the thrift store and they're just so cute. I love the like houndstooth sweater vests. They're super cute. I see it all the time where people get like a sweater vest and they'll wear like a t-shirt underneath with some baggier jeans and like some white sneakers, and I absolutely love that. I think it is so chic but like so different, like definitely like street style, which I think is definitely becoming increasingly popular. I know I say that a lot in this video, increasingly popular, but it is definitely something that has become more popular, and I think a lot of people have been, you know, stepping outside the comfort zone of their typical jeans and a t-shirt or jeans and a sweater and trying these street style outfits, and I love that. So next I want to talk about cow print. Now, cow print I don't think has reached its peak of popularity yet, but I think that it's going to get there in the coming months. Now, when you think of animal print, we know that leopard print has been like the forefront of animal print since the beginning of time. Even back in the 90s, Spice Girls, leopard print, like that was a thing. In the past couple of years, we've seen snake print become popular. Tiger print has, you know, made appearances here and there, but I think cow print is going to be the next animal print that becomes popular. And I know, like, personally, at first thought, I think cow print, and I think like a very Western vibe, but it actually doesn't have to be that way. There's actually tons of ways that you can incorporate cow print into your outfits and have it look very tasteful and not like you're going to a rodeo, which is really great. I was actually able to get a cow print like button-up shirt from Nasty Gal recently for like $5. Super cute. Haven't admittedly haven't figured out how to style it just yet, but I know once I do, it'll be super cute. And I think that they're just really, you know, it's a good pattern that if you are somebody that tends to go to like the plain colors or just, you know, solids and want to incorporate patterns into your wardrobe, but don't really want to go and be too overwhelmed with different patterns, cow print is a good pattern to use because it's still subtle, but it's still a pattern and it's still cute if you style it in the right way. Now, I've seen people pull up like full cow print like pants, and I think that's really cute, but I know me personally, I would just look like I belong in like a 1940s Western film. So I can't do the full cow print pants, but a little bit of cow print here and there. I've seen some cow print boots. Like I said, I've got the button up shirt. I've seen like cow print bags. I think stuff like that will definitely be more popular in the coming season and the coming months. And I actually really like the cow print. So next, bright colors and bold hues. So when you think of bright colors, I know typically we think of like summertime and like some sundresses and skirts and like tank tops and like rompers and all that cute, like bright, vibrant, colorful stuff in the summer. And I know typically we think of fall and we reserve our muted neutrals for fall, but it doesn't always have to be like that. And I think that designers and retailers are starting to realize that. A lot of designers have showed off like very bright and bold colors in their fall runway shows for the upcoming season. I've also noticed that a lot of retailers have been putting out their fall collections, and you can actually find a lot of bright colors in the fall collections as well. And I think that's great. Like I said, we always think of bright colors as like a summertime thing. And yes, we can have bright sundresses in the summer, bright skirts, stuff like that. But then we can also have, you know, bright chunky knit sweaters in the fall. We can have like the bright suit pieces or the blazers or jackets. I know that colorful leather jackets are a thing that I've been seeing more often lately. And I think that we can definitely keep that energy of bright colors from the summer and push it through to the fall, maybe even the winter. Who knows? I mean, maybe we can cure seasonal depression with some bright colors. It's worth a shot. And the last trend that we're going to talk about is one that I'm kind of on the fence about. And the last trend is cutouts. So cutouts, personally, in my opinion, are a fan favorite of the Gen Z audience. I've watched countless like TikTok videos and YouTube videos of Gen Z versus millennial fashion. And it seems to me that the millennial always has a more like conservative look, like more covered, whereas the Gen Zer is always, you know, showing off the midriff and like the shoulders and like less coverage for their outfits, which, I mean, it doesn't matter what age you are or how old or shape, size, whatever, you can wear whatever you want. I'm saying that this is like a common theme that I see in a lot of these Gen Z versus millennial outfit videos. Now, I personally am a fan of certain cutouts. I love a good cold shoulder. I even love those dresses that I've been seeing a lot of lately. I know Laura Lee's shop, Nudie Patootie, has had these dresses. I'll see if I can find a picture to put on the screen here. But they're like the dresses that have like the top here, and then they're maxi dresses, but there's a cutout like on the ribs, which I think is very tasteful. I like that a lot. Now, I'm a fan of a nice tasteful cutout. Too much skin is just not a fan of that, but I know some people are, and that's totally okay. I'm not knocking anybody who is. Like I said, your personal style can be whatever you want it to be. So me personally, I am more a fan of like these subtle cutouts, but I know a lot of people like the bold cutouts, and that I think is something that we are going to see a lot in fall fashion. Which again, like I feel like cutouts a lot are in summer fashion because of hot weather and stuff like that. And honestly, the past few years, I find full length shirts very far and few between when I go shopping. Maybe I'm just shopping in the wrong stores, I don't know. But I feel like crop tops are very popular in the past few years. And crop tops are another thing that I don't really mind. Like personally, I'm more of an oversized t-shirt kind of person, but I've actually been expanding my horizons lately and wearing some crop tops while I'm still young. I definitely think we're going to see more of the crop top and like the baby tees and the cutouts in fall and winter fashion. Now, I know like for some of us, we're like, well, how can you do that in cold weather? But not the whole country is in cold weather in the fall and winter. And also, I think you can still do cutouts and be warm. Like I've seen cutout pieces or crop tops with a blazer or a cardigan over top. It all depends on what you style or layer it with that I think will really make or break the outfit. And, you know, make or break whether you get hypothermia in the winter. So those are just a handful of fall fashion trends that I have been, you know, reading up on and observing. And I love a good Vogue article or Marie Claire or Nylon. I love reading all those articles. So if there are any good articles, like fashion articles out there or beauty articles that you want to throw my way that I can read, like I love a good read. And I am, you know, like I said, I am a digital producer in news during the day. I've got my blog that I write a lot of news articles for in fashion, beauty, and entertainment by night and weekend. And I just really love, you know, sharing these findings and stuff like that with you guys. So if you like this kind of video, please let me know and I'll make sure to do more of this type of video. If you hated it, let me know and I'll make sure to never do this type of video again. But let me know your thoughts on the fashion trends that I shared with you guys today, and if there are any of these trends that you will be adopting this upcoming season, or maybe some of the trends that you decide you're just going to pass on, let me know. I'd love to hear. And if you liked today's video, make sure you hit the red button down below, subscribe to my channel, and you can click the bell next to it if you want to be notified whenever I post. And you can always follow me on social media at Brie Cutter. And until next time, I'll see you guys.